Welcome back.
New Essentials Podcast, we back again.
Shout out.
Special guest is back again.
Special guest host.
How you doing, bro? I ain't seen you in a while.
AKA the best host. Yeah, tell him that. Tell him that. I'm good. How y'all doing?
Can't be the best if you're never on time.
Hey,
Who was
the
not
best
on time?
ability is
Somebody forgot their
availability.
laptop today, didn't they? I don't know, but whatever.
You right.
Whatever.
Well, if I could show up with nothing, with just my damn
I
self,
said somebody.
I
I don't know.
Too.
I said somebody. I don't know.
Oh, he got a guilty conscience is what you saying? We ain't seen you in a while. How was your week?
It was smooth. So,
I bet it was.
you know, I got nothing to complain about.
Okay. What about you, Smooth? How was your week?
Hey, I'm alive.
You alive? Same thing he say all the time.
Straight up.
Well, you're alive, but you can say something else every now and then.
That's what I said.
Give me some feedback, some different energy every now and then.
As a black man in America in 2020,
one.
to be living is a blessing.
I'm the mysterious one, though.
Mr. Smooth,
My week was
man.
pretty.
You said your week was
Join
smooth.
the
So
smooth.
My week
you're
was
welcome.
pretty good. I had a very good week. I can't complain. Like he said, I'm alive. I'm blessed. I'm thankful to be here.
What do you say that?
You know what I'm saying? So.
What'd you guys get into? You guys do anything,
No, not
outstanding?
Nothing. No. I am a simple individual.
Well, I don't think that's a good thing to claim.
What about you? You got anything exciting?
This past week that I did,
Any goals that you accomplished this week, guys?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
goals that I accomplished this week. Officially started my 4th year. Just finished my last week of my 3rd year. This was last week,
Congrats.
so it was balls to
Congratulations.
balls to the
Shit, like you
wall.
always talk your
Almost
shit.
there. And counting.
Ain't counting. Hey, my daily report card. Shout out. We hit our
Shout
100th
out.
episode.
Shout out
Thank
Cameron
you.
and Chase while we're there.
Cameron Chase. Had the boys last weekend, so it was a smooth weekend all the way. And so, but right now is, it's really significant and special because I'm with 2 kings, 2 black men like yourself, 2 real
Thank you,
friends,
sir.
and I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you're able to give us our flowers while we're here.
What about you? What about you? Any goals you accomplished this week?
Finish a project. Every week we have a project for school.
Ooh.
So.
Could you put in layman's terms
What'd
what
you
a
do?
do? Is for
And what school do you go to?
computer engineers like yourself?
There's no need to put it in layman's terms. Because
Yeah, you build
it's
computers,
simple.
right?
You're just building up a website or, API, an app, something, things of that nature. And it's
API.
Like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I talk about this all week long with my
Okay.
tutors and classmates and my professor. We're not discussing that, okay?
He's got too
My
much
brain
sauce.
is fried. So, but I'm glad, like I
can
said,
see
I'm
that.
glad you
Nigga,
gave
you
us
got
our
all
flowers.
them different type of
I
jokes
mean,
around you talking about me.
We need to know what's going on. What you talking about?
Yeah,
I mean,
man, you're
come
not
on,
about
man.
to get into this. He's got
Don't
a
be-
personal life. That's
We're
why
not
it's so
getting
mysterious.
into. We're not getting into what exactly these things are. That's a long conversation, and then now it's going to have.
Well, I mean, we got time.
Right.
We do. But today, since you gave us our flowers, the discussion is colorism within the black race.
Wow.
A lot of times we have a problem giving flowers to each other. You know what I'm saying? People have something to say about you too dark, you too light, you're a mixed child, things of that nature. So we just go touch on that a little bit. Colorism, what is it? You guys give me a definition of what it is to you guys.
Start us off, Jew.
I mean, colorism it's across every culture, I think. But it's it's the discrimination based on your pigment, and then that happens here in America very obviously, black and white. It's a term. It's racism. It's internalized racism. That's what I would say it is. It's like I said, it's across every ethnicity that I know about. The light versus dark debate.
I'll go deeper.
I mean, I don't know. I could go on forever, but for me, being a mixed kid, I guess, black and white. Think that's funny, Pooh? All right, not today. All right, but being black and white, my dad's white, my mom's black. It's always, you're not really black, you're not really white, you're not really this, and it's always you kind of struggle to find the balance between the two, because you never feel like you really fit in on either side. But for most people, they don't even know I'm white until I tell them.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know that. You told me.
Yeah, so I mean,
right.
most people don't know, but that's what it is. Like, and I've experienced, I've experienced racism within my own family from both sides. Like I've heard, growing up, somebody in my family called my dad a cracker or something like that,
Right.
or I didn't meet my biological grandfather on my dad's side, who was white. He was a racist from West Virginia. I didn't meet him until I was like maybe 15 or 16. He was on his deathbed dying of lung cancer, and that was the first time that I met him.
Where was that?
He was living in Las Vegas, which he was a racist, but had a Filipino wife, which kind of blew my mind. But racist white boys, whatever. Other than that, like I said, it's always been a weird thing. Like I never feel like I really can go hang out with my white family like that, because I always feel like there's some sort of tension there. Not tension, but maybe I'm making it up in my mind. But I always feel weird there. But
What
yeah.
is it for you, Smooth? Colorism. What is it?
Colorism is an origin of the Willie Lynch letter. If you guys do your history and Google the Willie Lynch letter, it was a letter of a man called Willie Lynch where he sent out to all the slave owners how to make the slaves better. One was, and one of the main ways was to separate the lights and the more darker skinned black people in between each other. And that has pretty much disseminated to the culture that we have today directly due to race, due to slavery. So colorism has manifested into so many other ways through like the beauty industry and what society deems as we can say, like you can be somebody black, but you can be deemed as more as a suspect if you're more darker skinned, and that's just directly from the Willie Lynch letter. So that's what colorism ultimately means to me is the Willie Lynch letter.
I don't even know how to piggyback off of what y'all two said.
Do you think that you have benefited from colorism?
Yeah.
Do you think there have been times where that leverage has helped you, and what are those
That's a
times?
good question.
It's tough because maybe in a visual setting where if there were, I can't even say though, because honestly, white people don't see the difference. We the only ones
but how do you know that if you're not white?
No,
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate on that.
Well, I've been in.
Because I believe the same thing. But
I've been in institutions where there.
do you think your benefit of the doubt is a little stretched further than your darker skinned, peers?
I think that I've been in multiple industries with multiple shaded of black people where there was a manager or a supervisory person who was white and they just saw us black. and the only people that seen the differences was us. Yeah. And that's just what it was, and we keep on telling ourselves like, oh, because it's light skin, blah, blah, blah. But I know that that's just something that we tell ourselves.
What about you, Daniel? Has there been a time where you think the colorism has benefited you or, not benefited you? Like maybe a time we've been out together where you saw some shit that happened, like based on our contrast in pigmentation.
Something like what, though?
Like, I don't know. Like, is there any situations where you feel like the color of your skin, I mean, of course, being black, of course, that's automatically it, but like where you maybe didn't get a promotion, but a light-skinned coworker did, or something like that.
Yeah, I felt that way. Going to certain jobs, especially when I tried to go be a elevator technician.
But you think that was more because you were just black, or because you were darker skinned? Like, is there
being black and being inexperienced?
Like maybe in a
Somebody
situation
that
being
inexperienced
judged by black people, have you been?
Somebody that was inexperienced ended up getting the same position I was going for, but happened to be a white male.
Well,
what I mean? So I've been
that's pure racism, though. That's not really colorism. I'm talking about on the scale of dark versus light.
Oh yeah. It just depends on like the.
Like maybe on a basketball team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the only thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it has that, so it's not really
I
happening.
mean, it hasn't like if we're talking about sports, it hasn't like I haven't like been on the wrong end of it. Like I've never played on a sport or on a team. And it was
Like
oh,
maybe you got pulled over, where you got pulled over.
I'm not the one that was a captain or like something like that. Like every team I ever played on, I was like team captain and shit like that. As far as like promotions, if we talking shit like that. But
maybe I got in. Maybe I got in for. I got in the club for cheaper than you did one night, and you was mad.
That's
about
never happened. that has never happened. I don't think so. I can't think of no time that is like really like hindered anything for things that I wanted or tried to achieve. Like I don't think any of those things have happened to me, honestly. So
I can't say that I can judge it from white people, but I definitely experienced the colorism. But it hasn't. I don't feel like it's ever really benefited me. Maybe not coming from white people. Maybe. And I don't think from black people either, but I've definitely experienced the
I've experienced it with
you ain't black and all that.
Which is
oh,
weird.
you're not really black. You half white.
Yeah,
you're half
I've
from you,
people,
but you know
like
whatever.
our people, I've experienced it from.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it was like times where I'll go somewhere and I just, a simple head nod to somebody that's, same the sin as us, but is a lighter shade and don't do it back.
right.
And it's like it might be looked at as like I don't know who he is, but at the same time it could be considered as colorism. You just never know. You don't know what a person's
A head
thinking
nod
about
could
in
be
their
a
head.
threat though. Like, what's up? You never know how a head nod could be perceived. That's the only thing.
I don't think a head nod really contradicts colorism, though.
Yeah.
A head nod is a head nod. That's just a gesture.
Mm-hmm.
It's a non-verbal language. But furthermore,
Yeah, I don't think I've really experienced it to where I've noticed it, but I'm sure it's happened. But the main people I get it from is my own people. So, which is, I guess expected, whatever.
so let's go into it. What are the stereotypes?
Light skinned niggas are soft, and let me tell you, this one over here ain't. We are not punks over here. I'm not a tough guy, but we ain't no fucking punks either. Like, come on, get it. That's the main one that I hate.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, what's a dark skin?
I didn't think that though.
What's a dark skin
I didn't think
stereotype?
that. Of
man?
you, I'm just saying that. Of you, I didn't think that. So, but I understand what you're saying because people could come off that way. And
You
believe
the
that.
main perpetuator of that stereotype.
At the end of the day, we friends, so it's different. It's not
Right.
the same.
But
being friends
it's
is
just different.
That's what I'm saying. We friends, so it's like I can shoot the shit with you on some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it bothers you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you'll never like you the type of person to express yourself if you really felt that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know I'm not punk, so it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter.
Nah, but the dark skin is too tough or like so-called like you being a gangster or like watch out for him, he might rob you.
I know.
Just
Y'all
a lot of different little.
It's
It's a lot of
lie on
different.
that fake ass tough shit. Like, dark skinned niggas is tough. No, y'all not.
But that's not the case at all. A lot of us
Y'all
not.
be getting by on that shit. I ain't feeling that.
A lot of us not. What are some for you
Honestly,
on both ends?
well, if you guys don't know, it's not something I'm really public about. My dad is half black, half Filipino, so
I knew that.
I know. I knew you're half white too, motherfucker. But yeah, so I kind of got that, when you really identify, like, you have that portion of you, then you don't really get accepted by either. And when they say mixed, they really mean black and what?
Yes.
If you say mixed, the completion of that sentence is you're black mixed with what?
Yes.
When they say you're mixed. They ain't saying are you damn Italian and Japanese, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you
Yeah.
fucking
So you feel like only the
Indian
mixed term- the
and
mixed term
Mexican,
only used-
you know? Are
So
you
feel
mixed
like
with
the mixed
Indian and
term is
Mexican?
only
No.
used for black and something else?
The prefix has always been black for mixed.
You might be right.
Hey, that's just every time. I ain't never heard
You know
somebody
what's
say
right. I've
the word
heard
mixed.
if somebody say you mix and you be like, what you mix with black and what? Initially. Like it's no like and sometimes the people get it wrong, like I ain't black at all.
Exactly.
You feel me? But it's like you're right, the notion is like black and something else.
Yeah, because
majority
when
of the time.
people ask me that, it's like, for what? What do you need to know that for? Like, I'm handsome or not?
That's a conversation starter a little bit too, though.
So you feel like we're not looked at as a certain way or deemed attractive?
Well, I think that the notion behind that question is you are too attractive or too good looking to be just black. That's the underlying tone behind that question.
That's mostly with women most of the time, though. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mostly with women.
I mean, I'm sure. Have you asked a shorty that before? I'm sure you have.
What?
What you mix with? You never asked a shorty that?
I've never said mixed with. I said more so ethnicity.
Yeah.
What are you?
You're very politically correct.
I'm
more so talking.
There you go.
He was directing it towards me.
Whatever, bro.
I've asked that question.
I know what you.
Whatever, nigga.
He'll be. What's your ethnic background? What's your?
I'd like to travel there someday.
Fuck y'all right now.
French Riviera.
I'll for sure ask that.
Oh, hey, word up. Shout out to all.
What was your intention behind that? I mean, if you want to.
I don't mind. I mean, if it's somebody that's like, that's of course lighter shade than me, you're gonna ask that question sometimes. If somebody's as light as you are, no disrespect, but it's like if you ask a question and you see that and you can tell like she's obviously a mixed woman or like some other descent of us. It's not just because of she's.
How fast do you ask that question? No, like is that like a first?
No, hell no.
When do you ask that question?
Are you just
When are you asking that question?
I don't ask that question directly, like immediately. It's probably one on the first date or something. But if I meet you and we just have a conversation, we exchange, you feel me, contact information. But I'm not gonna ask that right then and there. I'm gonna ask after time, immediately seeing each other. Like that. No. I didn't say that. I said depending on the shade. If she like.
You doing a paper bag test, nigga? What you lighter than me? No. What you mix with, shawty? What you got in you?
That's not the case.
All right.
If she like super like mad light skin, if that makes sense, then I might ask that question, but not initially. It's gonna be a while. You know what I mean? I've asked this question to women darker than me if you mix with anything. Not to be like, are you mixed with African, like literally the country and the continent. It's just to me to ask the question because you just never know. Somebody could be mixed with a bunch of different shit. You never know.
So tell me what.
Or you could be Haitian and something else. Like this is still a mixture of two different things. That's what I'm saying. So I don't just ask it off the rip.
What's the real importance? Are you guys putting real weight in the ethnicity of the woman?
Absolutely not.
No.
I know you're not.
I'm not.
Yes. I know.
You can say
that. I
know.
I know you're not.
Give us some more emphasis. Go ahead.
I know you're not.
I know you tried. Go ahead. Give us some more.
I know you're not.
I'm not doing it. No, it's nothing. It's not an importance of it or doesn't mean anything by it. If I ask the question, it's just really
I'm just asking
it. It's not like if you're not mixed, I don't want you. That's not the case. I prefer African American woman. That's just me, just straight like I am. But I don't even know if I got any other descent in me. Or give me another word that I can use.
Oh man, cause you black,
intellectual
bro.
bag of
Black
words.
is black, bro.
Well,
man, you gotta drop a black.
I mean, it's no preference for me. I mean, but I do like a African American woman being more, you feel me, similar to I am. I don't care about the mix.
So you don't give. So you saying you don't give the treatment, and you never just said you like light skinned girls only.
Fuck no. Never.
Okay.
I mean, why? Why would I?
I don't know.
No. I'm saying, why would a person?
Those are the ones that's always in the music videos and things like that, and all the shit like that. I mean, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor over here.
Yeah, no,
rest in peace.
That's a fact. That's what you do see more often, but I guess that's the look for pop culture in America.
Guess
That's
so.
what you want to see in the video.
Yeah.
That's what you want your vixen to look like. But if I'm a rapper,
we're still angry about that
I need all of that
situation, by the way.
So, could you ever see yourself having children with someone outside of your race?
Whatever God has for me is for me.
So
it's not like a bad thing if I have children that's happen to be mixed, or I have children with a woman that's a mixed woman. That doesn't deviate from me taking care of my children or not.
Absolutely.
Like I'm still gonna be a stand-up dad, but That's just the person that God wanted me to bear children with. So I can't like be upset about it or feel any type of way about it. So I don't have a problem with it.
So what do you guys think about even mix?
What about you?
What?
Well, you want, I mean, you're like,
Yeah, I'm already in a
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm black and white myself, so
Right. Yeah.
then
So,
my point is I don't care. like how can I hate when I'm a product of interracial relations?
Right.
Like, there's no room for me to be ignorant about that, or so I can't. I've never looked at it like that. Never, not one time. But one thing I make sure not to do, even though I'm not with a black woman, is I don't disrespect them because I'm not with one.
respect black women, straight up.
Like I'm always, I was raised by black women. I'm always gonna have black women around me.
We love black women.
Let me ask y'all this question because I seen like an experiment with children, and they had like dolls, and they were told like which one is ugly, which one is cute, which one is
Oh yeah.
black and white. You seen that?
I know you're
before?
talking about, yeah.
Why is that? Because I consider that to be colorism.
Well, there's a lot of variables.
So the experiment was they had like 6 or 7 black children, right?
Well, maybe they're
They
trying to
had the
test to
dolls
see if
and
it's
stuff
like
like
an inherent thing. Like
No, but they was asking them
because
like,
asking children is because they haven't formed their own
but
opinions.
I get it, but it's at the same time it's kind of deemed as colorism because they was like, which one is the smart kid? Which one is the smart dog? And the kids was pointing at the white one. Which one is the dumb dog? They was pointing at the black one. Which is the ugly one? Pointing at the black one. That's still kind of deemed as colorism. So it's like I was trying to figure like how do y'all? I don't know. You said you seen it. Like how did that make you feel? Because me, I was like, it's crazy that they showing shit like that to our kids is even being taught this shit to be like, I'm too black, that mean I'm dumb or shit like are ugly.
Besides just to see if they're racist, I think is to see what, like I said, like if this is an inherent thing or maybe did you read the words behind the study? Maybe they had them watch some films before that or some.
No, I didn't read.
You never know what could have happened before that led, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I can't say anything because you need it's the variables. It's like, what did they watch before then? What's their upbringing?
Yeah, like what's the hypothesis on this?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a whole different like. There's so many variables in that. So.
No, it's just me like that. Just seeing that, bro, kind of made me feel a certain type of way. But you're right. I mean, it's like, I don't know if they taught that. It made me look at it like, do kids really think that they ugly if you're too dark?
I don't believe
Man,
that.
hell no. It's all about what's in the household. It's all about what's being taught there, because that's where it starts. You know? If you take the time out, talk to your kids, tell them they're beautiful, tell them you love them, then what the world?
I mean, y'all family, has y'all families ever said anything about a girl y'all maybe brought home or anything like that?
No.
I'm mixed. So
I've only brought
okay.
home.
Yeah.
Every woman I brought home was black.
Yeah. Oh,
So, I mean, that's not, don't want to tell my business, but I've had, situations with other women outside my race. But meeting my mother, only black woman that met my mother. Yeah. What was you saying? I cut you off before you was getting into something.
I don't even remember anymore, honestly. But my whole thoughts about mixed kids, man, if you gotta drop a black in you, you're black. I ain't got time to break it up into little groups. If this was 40 years ago, then you'd be on the news right next to me. So it'd be on the slave trade block right next to me. And if he was 25%, eighth, he was an eighth, and I'm just keeping that same energy. So.
Now, what do you guys think keeps perpetuating this idea of colorism in our community? Like, what keeps it going? Why do we keep giving that shit energy? Why do we keep pushing that on? Why do we still have that mentality?
It's been drilled in us from 400 years. If you were a mixed kid back then, that's what they said, you was in the house.
Like, what do you think about the people who try to separate themselves and say they're, Creole? Is that?
I mean, that's bullshit.
I mean, well, one part of it has to be media. Media is gonna highly perpetuate more so beauty. If they are perpetuating beauty in black culture, it will be more of a lighter tone. And also, it all starts at home. Like whatever you get at home, I feel like is what's gonna come further. I'm gonna recommend you guys to check out this movie, Imitation of Life. It's like the story of like this light-skinned girl in like the 50s or something like that, and her mom is like some caregiver to some white family, and she grows up with this white girl, and like this other white mother, and she wants so bad to be white. And when her boyfriend finds out that she's white, he beats her ass. And it's just a really touching movie. And she goes away and pretends that she's white in the end of the movie until her mom dies. And then she stops in front of the casket and screams, "I'm a black bitch." Light skin. So I'm gonna recommend you guys to go check out Invitation of Life, the original one.
So what do you guys think about? All right, here I got a question for you guys. If you guys could be white, would you?
Come on, man. God don't make no mistakes. I am who I
That ain't
am.
what I asked. Would you, if you could?
Come on, man. I am who I am. I
Oh
would
my
not, could not,
you
should
always
not.
give it an answer, yes or no.
That's a great question though, but no, I wouldn't.
No.
I like the life I've been given. I don't want to be, no disrespect, because I know some good white people. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be a white man. Yeah, you have a little more advantages. You know what I mean? You start off with it's a little easier road for you most times, but I would rather be black. I love being a black man.
So
Because my culture is imitated much more than any other culture. People try to imitate everything we do, so why would I want to be something else? I'm fine where I am. Even though he giving you the political answer, I'm going to give you my
It's a real answer, motherfuckers.
and how I really
It ain't
feel.
no political.
This is really how I feel. I would rather be me every single day. I don't need to change that.
so I mean, I'm asking
And
you based on.
if you could pass for white, would you?
That's what I was going with that. What do you guys think about people? No, I would not.
Okay.
But
My name
what do you
passes
guys
for
think
white.
about people who are maybe mixed or ambiguous looking and they ride the line and try to pass for white, or associate themselves with white people more often, or white culture, whatever that could be.
Hey, man.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
That's their life. I feel like if you're not gonna be yourself, then why wanna be someone else? I don't really care if someone accepts me or not. Like, it's either you are or you're not. It's just that simple. Like, that shows who you are. I can't change it, be a certain way, but like sometimes even if I'm on the phone or something like that, and my mom used to tell me, "Hey, talk white. That's a job." I'm not talking white. The fuck?
What is talking white? Anyway? Those are types of things that hold our community back. Those types of statements.
Because when I'm in that situation, it's like I'm not going to change my voice to make it seem like I wanted to impress you or sound a certain type of way. I know I'm an intelligent individual. I know how to articulate what I need to articulate. I don't need to change my voice to sound a certain way. So I've never done that. Even when she said it, it was like, no,
I mean,
I'm not doing that shit. If they gonna hire me, they gonna hire me. I got the same. I know what the fuck I put on my resume and what I did with the application. They called me back for a reason. So I'm not about to change my voice. That's just what it's gonna be. So I'm cool with who I am and the way that I am. I'm not changing that shit for nobody. I don't want to be accepted or deemed white or viewed white.
Speak!
I want to be a black man and deemed.
Yeah, I'm
black
not talking
all day
about
long.
you necessarily,
No, I'm
but
just giving you my opinion.
maybe a
I'm
person like I don't know,
I'm just giving you me.
Patrick Mahomes.
He might feel that way.
he rides the line a little bit. I feel like,
Yeah,
like
he's
what
on both
you know.
ends.
I mean, it's clearly
is half white,
but it's
though.
but it's clearly beneficial
And
for
his
him.
father was a
100%.
professional athlete, so he did live an affluent life. You can only be who you are also at the same time. If you wasn't really around the hood and you mixed, then that's who you
Like,
are.
what do you think about the smoke they give Drake?
Well, his mother is a teacher. His
wrong with
father
that?
was absentee.
So a nigga mama being a teacher means they can't rap? Like,
No, I'm just.
No, he's just
that's
giving you.
part of
He's
the
just giving you
stereotype
what
of-
it
I'm
is.
just saying, like he doesn't
That's
have
part
that.
of colorism. There's a lot of that shit in
No,
hip-hop.
he doesn't just. He
Yeah,
raps as if the person
Hip-hop
he
and
is.
R&B.
And I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about that.
I
love the
why,
6'5".
why they always give the light skinned people so much smoke, okay? Steph Curry's of the world, Drake's,
Okay.
J. Cole. Maybe
Tell-
not J. Cole as much.
Tell me
but
something, man. Give me something.
It's because I believe that people believe that they are so close, so much closer to being white than they are being black, that they cannot dominate what is supposed to be a black-dominated sport. Like, they're mad that this person who is so close to being white is dominating what is deemed to be a black profession, such as hip-hop or basketball. And that's why there's so much smoke for Steph Curry. Because people just hate on Steph Curry. Why? Nobody knows, because he's light-skinned.
You think that's the reason?
Defensive
People just
liability,
don't like him as a
What's the
black
reason
man?
you don't like him?
I don't have a problem with Steph.
No, now you don't. Now that we're on this,
No,
this
it has nothing to
recording.
do with that. I'm not a fan of the Warriors. So if I can feel a certain type of way about a sports team, it has nothing to do with him as a man, as an individual. I said he was good. I said he's the best shooter I ever seen in my life. I'm a Bron fan. It has nothing to do with what color they are. Like Allen Iverson
it goes back
was
to
a
what I
lighter
was talking
shade
about.
than me.
Like this, for Drake and the rap. Like this light-skinned nigga ain't tough enough to have.
Yeah, a lot of
these
people
type
might feel that way.
These type of bars, like
Right.
he gotta have a ghostwriter. He gotta have shit like that.
A lot of people might feel that way, but
I mean, I think those comments are rooted in colorism.
I feel you.
I don't.
No, I
feel
agree.
Me personally,
I agree
don't
where you
feel
come
that way.
from.
I don't have a problem with Steph. Like I'm a fan of basketball.
Well,
first.
who'd you take in Meek versus Drake?
Come on, man. Drake. Six guy.
No.
In the battle, I took Drake.
Nah.
He killed him. I'm just being real.
I don't believe this dude. I don't
I
believe
took
this
Drake
dude.
as far as music, and that nigga didn't even
What
say
about
no
versus
no
Pusha?
words.
Versus Pusha who?
Pusha shit was trash. He didn't say nothing back.
Drake!
That shit was trash to me. So I didn't respond to that one.
Yeah, I didn't like
was
that
waiting
one.
to see what Meek was gonna say. He didn't say nothing. Then he dropped another one with the back-to-back joint. You lost.
Yeah.
It's not about colorism.
Kanye, but whatever.
You said what?
I wish you would have came out with that one for Kanye, but whatever.
Yeah, that'd probably been pretty
According to
dope.
Jay Prince.
I wanted to hear this shit. Me in my opinion. I don't. It's not. No, I've never looked at somebody that's lighter than me and felt some type of way about what they accomplished because it's deemed a black sport. At the end of the day, he's black. He just happens.
But it
to
just
be-
goes into, I'm just saying it feeds into like, this nigga can't be as talented as I am because I'm darker skinned.
So how do we get
I
past
felt that- I'm
colorism?
not
What do
gonna
you guys
lie. I
think?
felt that way about
I don't know.
like white
So-
talents I played against, but I never felt that way about.
So how do we get past it then? What do you guys think? We can keep going on in this.
A
We
lot of
can keep
people
going.
ask that. That's
So,
white.
You know, I can only do on it.
We can only keep
on a
going down
one-to-one
the
basis. So, you know, my child would just know what it is.
Yeah, very
Black
true.
is black. That's
All
it.
caucus males I've played against in basketball, I bust their ass. So I felt that way. Me, a white male.
That's the shit I'm talking about right there. I'm
So-
sure some white boys have
Okay,
whooped
right.
your
I'm
ass.
pretty.
I've
I'm
never
more
got
than-
no bucket on me from anybody.
A white boy has never gotten a bucket on you. That's a lie.
Scored, but I'm saying I got the best of you that game. That's for damn sure.
See,
I'm just being real.
We got the colorism
Big
right
ass
here.
Wesley
Come on,
Snipes.
man. Well, I guess
City
this is
D
what.
looking
I
ass.
guess.
I'm not gonna. We on air. So
So what do you think? Boo? How do we
Oh,
get
shit,
past
no.
colorism?
the
Within
great
our own
words-
race.
The great words of Rodney King.
Beach ball around.
Can we all just get along? It's that simple.
Did Rodney King say that?
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
Simple. Can we all just get along? It's very easy. There's no reason to make it difficult. It's very simplistic. Just get along with each other. I don't have any problems with anybody. You know what I mean? I don't look at anybody or deem them to be weak or without or things like that just based on, color. So it's just get along with each other. That's quite simple to fix this shit.
But how? How is that going to happen? You're talking about perfect la la.
Yeah. Tell me how are you
your
gonna do
goal
it?
to fucking
Yeah, how you gonna
change
do it
at
in your
least one
life, in
person?
your
How
community?
would you do that?
Yeah.
You're talking about how it should be. We talking about how it is.
World peace.
What?
Oh, you think you're Ron Artest?
What? Right. I was thinking same shit, bro.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you, man? World peace is not going to happen, first of all.
You're right, but it's like I don't think it ever is going to change because now it's like you said with the hip hop, R&B, everything is just this is what we're going to see. Mainstream media puts that out there. A model is deemed as this white woman walking down a runway. A skinny or anorexic woman, the skinnier you are, the more beautiful you are. That's what they put into your face. I done seen some beautiful ass black women with big ass booties. I done seen nice looking Asian women, Latin women.
That's relative to the region.
Doesn't matter what it is. It's not the region. It's everywhere. In America, it's everywhere. All models that you see on magazines, you see on, well, the IG model is kind of changed, but magazine models, Victoria's Secret, the panties, like that.
Not on Fenty.
That's what you see.
Not on
What
Fenty.
is that? Fenty is what? Is what?
Fenty.
Black owned. So of course that's not what you go see.
That's the only one I follow. So.
Of course he
You
does.
go see that's
Right.
But everything else is controlled by white America. So that's what you're gonna see. They gonna push their shit onto us.
You're listening, Howie.
So it's nothing we're gonna be able to do. Like, what are we supposed to do at that point? What do y'all think we're supposed to do?
Well,
Like
you
I said, I
already
mean, I
said
can
it.
only start with my next generation.
Oh, I didn't already say.
And
You
I
said,
don't-
you said
I don't
you
think-
already
I did
said.
say
Yes,
that.
he did.
I want to hear your
Go ahead.
Well,
opinion.
I am what I am.
how do we
Dominic?
stop colorism? For me, how do we stop colorism? I mean, we have to do it one person at a time, to be honest, and we have to show love to everyone. We can't even, like, if I'm with one of my dark-skinned brothers, I don't even try to make those jokes, you know? I don't even try to perpetuate that stereotype, you know? I'm black and you black and that's that, literally. And
Yeah, why you never go and rude with those light skin jokes, boo?
why are you trying to put your own feet?
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Yeah, you
Yeah, man, but I'm more so, yeah, I'm more so just of the unification of everyone, you know, like, cause I done been to the lows of lows and the heights of heights, and end of the day, they see you as a nigga, literally, light or dark. So,
If you in the Benz, you still a nigga.
right? So, hey, man, hey, I support every shade of black that there is, for real, you know.
Put over here, you shot that.
Man.
Let's pay some bills.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Trademark and Copyright
Shout out!
for allowing us to use this space.
Thank you.
Thank you guys,
Thank you.
man. We're very, very appreciative, man, of you guys allowing us to use this space.
Thank you.
Located at 1123 Folsom Street in San Francisco, California. Black-owned business, nice bar lounge, got a nice patio outside. Really good place, good establishment, good drinks, good food,
Absolutely.
good people. Everything is pretty dope in this place. Thank you guys again. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Shout out again, one of our sponsors, Just Crackin' Seafood to Go, located at 1291 East Leland Road. Suite 4, directly across from Walmart and Popeyes. Suite 4 again, 1291
Suite 4.
East Leland Road. Just Crackin' Seafood to Go, another black-owned establishment. Chef special every Tuesday, $5.99.
What's that?
My favorite dish, it depends on what's, each Tuesday it changes.
Okay.
My favorite dish to get is garlic noodles, shrimp, and/or chicken. They also just had a salmon burger. I had one last week that was pretty tasty.
Okay.
So you ever
Was that
in
new?
town- yeah. So if you're ever in town, go check it out. Another black-owned establishment again. Our last sponsor, Dental Robin Hood. Get into what Dental Robin Hood, please.
Shout out. Go check out www.dentalrobinhood.com. Get dedicated to the betterment of oral health, namely in the socioeconomic disadvantaged communities in San Francisco and the Greater Bay Area. Please go to the website, donate, sign up. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at dentalrobinhood.com. Thank you.
Back on topic. Where we left off?
We left off of what we could do to stop colorism in our own lives. And so, and we also went in a greater aspect of mixed kids. And so to go in kind of like to a different lane, have you ever caught yourself ever in colorism? You know, if that makes sense.
What do you mean, feeding into
Yeah,
it yourself?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm dark skinned, I'm light skinned, I'm good, or
Yep.
Not necessarily. Maybe before I really knew what it was, like maybe early on, like 4 years old, I used to think like, oh, I'm good, I'm light skinned, I'm whatever, I got curly hair, all the girls like me. I always thought that. Like that was like one of the things that I thought. Like I'm just automatically
You just
attractive.
knew.
Yeah. Like I'm automatically good.
Right.
Because I'm light skinned, or all these people keep saying how cute I am because
Right.
I'm light skinned. That's what I definitely thought that early on. I can't front on that. But once I got older and older, you know, and then you hear people say things like, "Oh, you're not really black," or, you know, maybe you're hanging with a different ethnic group, and they say something like, you know, they might say the N-word or something like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're not really black. It's cool," or you know, something like that. Or you know, and I definitely went through those things like, "Oh, you're not like everybody else." That's what certain people would tell me. Their moms would tell me that, like, you know, but. You know, like I said, the colorism is rooted in every ethnicity. So it was also rooted in these people who I'm talking about, which were Latin descent. So, you know, every single ethnicity has dark skinned people. You know,
Absolutely.
and they're always on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is usually the poorer end and the most you know.
They're more like they're like more at a disadvantage, I guess you would say. Like they're more,
Discriminated.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt that way. On the opposite end, though, I felt inadequate before, or I wasn't up to par with some things. Things that I saw people accomplish that didn't look like me. But it was like really more based off of, well, once I got older, I realized it's literally about the work you apply. If you don't do the work and doing shit, then it's like, what do you expect to get out of it? You know what I mean? No disrespect to any like other ethnicities, but it's like, you know, Asian kids in school got the good grades. You know what I mean? I thought I was not smart as them. You know what I mean? And sometimes I thought it was based off my color. Like I'm black, so I don't think I know I can get this shit. But it's like if you apply yourself, you'll be able to pick anything up. They were just literally just applying themselves and doing their fucking work. I wasn't. You know, it's just that simple. But it's like when I was young, I used to think like, maybe I'm not smart, or maybe I just can't pick this up. Only Asians can do math, or white people. But it's like, shit is not true if you just have to apply yourself. So I've looked at it. I've been on the other side of the fence. So, that's how I feel about that situation.
You never just believe you're better at sports than everybody because you were dark.
No, not because I'm dark skinned. But sports, I put the work in. I felt like I was better than anybody. People that look like me too. Shit, I didn't feel like just because you looked a certain way, I was better than you. I felt like I was better than everybody I walked next to, lined up to, next to, everything. That just was my attitude. But
I like that energy.
yeah, as far as like school and shit, I definitely was on the other end of that thing for sure.
Very good.
What about you on that subject matter?
Did I ever feed into colorism? You guys are gonna hate me, but honestly, no. Because give me a chance. Give me a chance.
This is the look of perfection. Ruben Perfect
You just got
Sorrell.
all the right answers.
Shut the fuck up
right.
right now.
Conscious. Smooth. He is.
Oh
Nickname
my
is Smooth
God.
for a reason. I don't do shit.
Shut the fuck
There's
up.
no bumps in the road. Everything is just a
Plenty
smooth,
of bumps.
straight
Plenty of
everything.
bumps. Plenty of bumps.
Man, go
Well-
ahead. We can man,
Shut up.
might as well run for a fucking president.
Golly.
Watch all the skeletons come out when that shit.
Man, nah, yeah, maybe super. No, nothing. I'm just gonna pay the guys that are gonna be the politicians. So my family grew up most so underneath the Nation of Islam. So
Didn't know that.
underneath Malcolm X and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. So I've even went to their school for like a summer at a young age. So I never really thought of colorism then, and then when I became 18, I wanted to see people that looked like me do well, so I went to HBCU. Shout out North Carolina A&T, and I just seen black people. I didn't really look at myself as a light-skinned man. I looked at myself as a black man. And I never really fed into it. I was just like, I was another guy. I know I was told I was light-skinned from time to time, but everybody, I was the only light-skinned one in my family. you know. So I never really looked at anything like that, you know. Hey, shout out! I love all the shades of black.
Let's get into this. I really want to understand your point because you asked me this question just now. Why don't I ever shoot the mixed shit to Ruben? So I got two questions.
You gotta go.
No, I'm serious. I want to know this.
Oh yeah.
Have you, before we got like real close as we are now, did you ever feel any type of way like when I did that? Because I've been doing it for a while now. Did you ever feel any way?
You might be tapping into.
No, like seriously, did you ever feel any type of way about it? And then at the same time, and then the other part of it. No. Nigga, we 30 years old. We grown.
I never felt a way.
But not to. Hold on. There's two questions. Did you ever feel a way about it? And then the second part is why does our community do that with each other? Same questions for you. You know I didn't do.
You know, like I said about
But now you just told me you Muslim. My mother's talking fucking you up every day.
Have I ever felt a way about it, about being called a white boy? No, because I'm half a white boy. So
True that.
it's
Right.
It's just a fact. Like it's not really. You're not saying nothing about it, and like I mean, I just don't care. Like there's nothing that could really knock me off. Like as far as what I am, like yeah, I am half a white boy, and I'll still beat your ass. Or some shit like that. Like you know. Like,
Right.
I just don't.
Damn.
I just don't be caring about what people got to say.
Straight up.
Like,
Talk your shit,
like,
Jew.
if you got something to say, it's probably because you hate yourself or you think I actually look good or something. I don't know. And also, what do you say? Why do you think that our community feeds into that?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, like it's something about being associated with white or being close to white that probably makes people of darker skin view you as close to the oppressor. You know what I mean? Like it's just
I like that.
This is the association to white. I think that's the deepest part about it is you're more associated with white, so I think you're probably getting better shit than I'm getting.
Damn.
You know?
Speak!
Even though we probably come from the same place, and I'm probably not getting better shit than you're getting, or I'm not getting the privilege that you think I'm getting.
Yeah.
But I think that there is there is that perception.
Damn, I love it.
But like I can't say that I don't feel like there have been times where I feel like maybe being light skinned has helped me out. I can't say that there's not times that I felt like that. But I didn't want to read into it, you know what I mean?
What about for you?
He went so beautifully. I gotta ask the question again. Tell me what.
So it's really you only have to really answer the second part because I don't hit you with the mixed jokes a lot.
Okay.
But
all
the
right.
second part was why do you think that's a big
part of our
thing in the
And I wouldn't say
in our
I'll beat
community?
your ass, dude.
Oh no, we know that.
I would beat your ass.
We brothers, man. We don't fight. Straight up.
What did Mayweather do to Ricky Hatton?
Well, it depends on who you think is Mayweather in this situation.
Me, but
Oh, man, black men, we don't need to fight, man. We talk it out, we handle it like
man, we ain't fighting the drunk ass. Answer the question.
All right, in our community, I would say that media has a lot to do with it. Just as we are all scared to touch anybody or be around anybody because the media says we're going to kill our grandmother because of COVID and all this other stuff. It's the same way that the media tells us that lighter skin is more beautiful than dark skin. The same way that Willie Lynch has told slave masters 300 years ago that to make the slave bend to your will, you need to have these certain type of mental obstacles in between each other. And that's just all a true manifestation directly from slavery. And it's just no simpler way to put it.
It's all training. We've been trained
Basically.
to believe it, and it's worked for the most part.
I think so too.
What do you believe, Dirty Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, Pinhead Larry. So for me, I'm gonna answer both questions. The first one,
You
when
gotta
I be
answer
like
the
fucking
question
around-
first before you
No,
answer
I'm
the
gonna answer
question.
both questions.
Okay.
For me, the first part, I talk about everybody. So
Okay.
let's know, like, dicks. I wasn't no like me just trying to
I didn't take it as nothing either.
talk shit to him like just on purpose. You know what I mean?
Maybe in his heart of hearts,
Sometimes
June's thinking
yeah,
about
sometimes
it.
used to, yeah, he sometimes used to get upset about it. Like you talk a lot of shit, Dan. You.
I've never
You've
said
done that
that.
to me.
See,
You
you're
have.
making
You
up
have.
shit. I ain't never said
You
no
have.
shit like you be talking a lot of shit, Dan. Why the fuck would
You
I say?
have.
I don't even sound like something I was saying.
You have. It's okay. Look, you're getting perturbed. Look at you.
Yeah, because you lying right now. That's why.
I'm being honest. You've done this before. You be telling me it's all in jokes, but you'll say some shit. You talk a lot of shit, then you'll hit me back with another joke.
Man,
but
the
it's
best
like
jokes
you might
come
not have
from
felt no way
seriousness.
about it, but I'm saying you definitely rebutted it.
I be sounding like I feel away.
Yeah, it could be sound. No, I didn't say you sound sensitive.
I sound like a sensitive bro.
I don't think like you sound sensitive, bro.
No, but I do that with everybody. So if I have a personal relationship with people and like these are my friends and I deem them as friends, like I'm going to talk shit about you. That's just my version of showing you love. This is what it is. I love you to death, but I'm going to talk some shit. Like it's just inevitable.
I get it,
So
bro.
if you're going to be my friend,
Shit like you look like a grape or something like that, nigga, you're not gonna be as receptive to that.
I'm just going to say something back. This is what it is. If you say something to me, I'm going to say something back. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be upset about
That's
your
what
shit.
you look like, a
Nah,
Nigerian
but
scammer.
you look like a South African.
Straight from the motherland.
You look like a South African.
What are the questions, South African? Keep going.
Anyway, he keep talking shit. I'm gonna fuck his
You
ass
can't
up.
even get it out, bro.
'Cause
Keep going.
I'm trying to focus, and I don't want to change
It's
this.
common, not gay.
So the second answer, I think our community does it. Partly of what you said. Sometimes niggas do that to make themselves feel better.
They do what?
Say something about even the opposite. A darker male will say something about light skinned male. Say something about him to personal. Talk some shit about him. Oh, you mix. Oh, you this, you that. But also it's flipped too. A lighter male might say something about a darker male. Oh, that's why you black. You black as fuck. Nigga, look me dirty. Oh, I done heard niggas done said it to me, but I don't be tripping off of it. It's like, you want to shoot this shit? I'm about to fuck you up. I'm a flame you. Because that's just my topic on it. But I've seen it in the community where I grew up, where I seen people talking shit, but it was like you trying to. I know he was trying to say this shit just to make me feel bad, just off the way that he looked, and it wasn't on no just capping shit. It was just simply off of his skin complexion. So I've seen it, but it's like it could be it's that part, and then at the same time it's like this is just the shit that we've been going through for years, bro. Like we've been separated for so long, so it's like even like if you see movies, it's like they call you a house nigga or you a field nigga. Like you see it so much, and it's like this is shit that we done been.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, niggas saying in music too. So it's like you trying to like I don't know. It's like you wanna dehumanize or demean a person because of their skin color, and then it's like not understanding that we are pretty much the same. We're just actually not pretty much. We're the same motherfucker. We're just
pretty much.
You're just a lighter shade than you're a lighter tone than me. That's literally all it is. So it's like. But then it goes back to your question, like, how do you change that? But it's like, this shit has been drilled in us for years. Just like, you say the systemic racism shit has been drilled into white people for years. It's like, what is not going to change unless, like, something, like, drastic just happens? Like, what are you supposed to do at that point?
Being half white has gave me the perspective about racism that I know it will not in. I mean, like I told y'all about my own grandfather, like, he was a racist. I met him on his deathbed. And that's where he confessed that he was a racist, and that's why we never met. So I mean, it's shit like that. Like it's that's why I have no faith, because I've seen the true nature of white people. I feel like it's giving me the eagle's eye view on both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? And it's just white people are racist. Not all of them, you know what I'm saying? But.
Well, that's one person, that's one generation, and all we can do is go forward. That's what I say. So, end this out.
So you met his kids or no?
His kids?
His kids is my dad and my
Right.
uncle.
But do your uncle feel the type of way?
No, my uncle's cool. Shout out Uncle Tim.
Does
At Sales San Diego. Check him out.
Does your uncle have children?
No, I'm the only nigga. I'm the only one.
You're the only nigga.
I'm the only.
I'm the only nigga, you feel me?
It's up to me to keep it pumping.
Hey, man, trust me. Once you do it, man, you're going to do a great
Hilltop
deed for your
families.
family. I did it for mine, so trust me. No other Sorrels but my kids.
Yeah, the colorism, it has to we got to get that out of our community for sure.
All love to all shades.
All love is the best way we can, get past.
We
all
won
that shit.
together, all black people.
All of my best
Straight
friends,
up.
all of my best friends are shades lighter than me.
Come on, my nigga.
I'm just being honest. I'm just
That's
getting to
always
my
the
point.
dynamic. Two light skinned
No, I'm
niggas
just
is
getting-
rarely friends. Two dark skinned niggas is rarely friends. It's always light skinned, dark skinned niggas.
I don't believe in that either.
Just making it up.
So what do you?
No,
No, I'm just saying. So it's like there's no reason for it to be any of that because I don't have no problems with whatever shade you are. It just so happens that majority of my best friends are lighter skin complexion than I am. I don't look at them no type of way or think they have a better advantage than me in certain things.
So you don't have like a color shade of your own pigment, and you're not pressing them against any serious friend that you have, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he pressed that shit.
He might be like, nah, nigga, you darker than me. I can't be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, I got 6 best friends, so.
Okay.
That's why he didn't want to be my friend at first.
Some is. I thought he was a street nigga. That's just what it was. Coming from where we from, you seen him.
I'm in love with
Yeah.
You
the
saw
rap.
him. If you would have seen him the way
Street
he looked
nigga,
at me,
baby, I'm in love
if
with
you would have
the
seen the
rap.
way he looked at me and we met each other, you would have thought this nigga was a gang member. He done killed about 3-4 people.
In high school.
In high school, your niggas is dying. Niggas getting shot in high
Yeah,
school.
shout out to us for getting through those years.
But
Man,
don't
before
shout out
it
to
was a war zone out there.
For
Man,
real.
for real.
No, but if you would have seen
First
the
day
way,
of
if
summer
you would have
school,
saw
they
the
were
way he
shooting.
looked at me, you would have thought he was. You feel me?
Because I thought you was that.
That's just what it was.
I was wrong.
And that's the part of the colorism because you saw
Yeah.
a dark skinned male, I saw a light skinned male. We just
Yeah.
looked at it that way, but we got through that. Niggas is grown now,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying. This is the life that the cards we've been dealt now. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? Who's to say like, what if we would have crossed paths and then I end up beating his ass in class?
Anyway, all right, people.
know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
guys for rocking with us. Thank
Hey,
you guys
man,
for giving us
yeah.
a listen. We appreciate you. Please come
Hey,
back
man,
next
shout
time.
out to
Next
our
time. Next
cameraman.
time.
Hey, shout out to our
Shout out to our
cameraman.
cameraman, Luigi
What's their name? Hold on.
and
Luigi
Noel.
Luigi and Noel.
What's
Noel
their
and
name?
Luigi.
What's the one missing? What's the one that's missing?
Come on, man. Ace, bro.
Okay.
Shout out
Ace
to you,
Boogie.
bro.
Thank you.
Ace,
All right.
bro, come
What's
back.
What's Noel real name?
What's Noel real name? Noel.
Yeah.
His daddy got his name. He told me.
I'm double checking because you fucked it all the way
Hey,
up.
man.
He ain't as drunk
Gotta
as
be
he
on my
was.
P's and Q's even around the homies. Man. Why? It's not just the cops, but the homies you gotta
He
watch.
ain't as drunk as he was on the last.
The moon is full. Look at the dark clouds.
But like you
Sitting in my
already said-
scraper going to
Thank you guys for
overcast.
coming out.
Like you said, like you already
Ta-da!
said, we appreciate y'all for
On
listening.
Bum Names
Where we
Cream.
going,
I'm not
Pooh?
underground.
Where we going, Pooh?
When? No, I'm not done. We appreciate all you guys for listening.
Shout out!
Thank you again. We appreciate it. You can catch us
Thank
on
you.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all platforms.
Thank you.
Podcast. We up out of here.
We up out of here.
Bye.